Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, over the past couple of months, I've reached into myself and tried to share more with you. And one of the things I've told you is that for me, when I'm totally alone fishing, I get something so spiritual, something so special with it. But I've thought of my life from the time I was a kid going forward through all the different experiences I've had. And most of those experiences have been socially oriented. In other words, I'm fishing with either a friend, a fishing buddy, and there's a little bit difference in that, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Or I'm taking kids out fishing, or, and a big part of my later life has been taking soldiers, and I say soldiers, it could be any military people, Marines, Navy people, Air Force, whatever, that have gone through some unbelievable experiences to serve our country. And sort of, I've tried to bring fishing into their life. And it's all a different experience. And I've thought about this over the last few days as I've thought about what I want to share with you. And I know that as I look back, I've had a few fishing buddies, a few buddies. I don't know how else to put it. People that I can go fishing with, and the experience is different than it would be with just about anybody else. We're sharing something so deep, so special. It's a little bit different for each of us, but you can count on each other. And I think back to some of my buddies through my life. They're now gone. They've passed away, and with them is passed away a unique type of life that I'll never find again. But it's something that I can savor the memories. But a fishing buddy, and I want to talk about one buddy that I have right now. Two of my very, very closest friends. They're very different people, and they've both given me an awful lot. One of them is my buddy Dave that now lives in the Finger Lakes, and we talk all the time, and we share different experiences. And my other is my friend that does live here, Russ, that you've seen and heard so many times on my shows. And I think to what a fishing buddy has done for me. I can go out there, and again, it isn't as introspective for me when I'm with Rust or anybody else, but let's say I'm fishing with Rust. We're talking about different things. It's about, oh, gee, Rust, I'm glad you caught that fish. That's really nice. And I'm into a whole different experience there. But another thing that I've thought about that Rust has done for me, yes, he's helped me do shows with veterans, and he's helped me with my fishing school for kids. He's been one of the best teachers that we've had. But when we go fishing, I'm very aware of something he doesn't think I'm aware of. And that is, in many ways, he's trying to look out for me. I'm about 20 years older than Russ, so he's aware that the things that he might take for granted might be a little bit more difficult for me. I pretend they're not. I have to keep trying and keep pretending that I'm still that person decades earlier. But Rust is always there with a helping hand. I know that if the going gets a little tough, he may slow down a little bit. He may, these are things that a true friend and a true fishing buddy can give to you. And I wanted to share that because I think that's been a huge part of my fishing life. Being able to bring fishing to kids, that's a whole different experience for me. When I'm out there, it isn't about me at all. And when I'm out there with soldiers that have PTSD, that are suffering inside of themselves that nobody can really understand, including them, fishing brings something special. So when I'm fishing with them, again, it's not about me. It's all about them. The reward comes when I see a difference in the way they hold their mouth. Maybe they start to smile. Maybe their voice has a little bit different temper as the tension goes out of them. Or maybe for a kid, their voice shows a bit more openness and enthusiasm and happiness. These are things that fishing brings me indirectly through other people. So when I talk about sharing fishing with you, I'm talking about a whole bunch of different things that all together, like the pieces of a puzzle, help to shape the quality of what my life is. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.